And we are now live. Thank you for your patience. We start at 9:11. Good time to start. We start at 9:11. I'm with a living legend, your humble servant, as you can see on the screen. We about to get started. I'm about to introduce the brother. But real quick before we get started, make sure you hit the like button, get comfortable. We're gonna be on here for about an hour tonight. AA got a flight to catch in the morning. So enjoy, definitely get comfortable. Make sure you enjoy this. Hit the like button. We're gonna get to a quick commercial. This is a snippet from Holy Ghost 3, me and Cambada. Be right back,
Legend.
family.
Started out with nothing. Now I got a whole lot of something. Breaking through the roof. When they walk up, when they press the button. When I do a money ritual, all of a sudden money started coming. Then I cut the Holy Ghost. I still be rhyming even when I'm mumbling. You repeat my name 3 times. While you staring in the mirror, bottle will appear. Like poof, I came from out of thin air. To me the gun is like a magic wand. I make a problem disappear. I would nigga teeth out his mouth. What? Just to turn him to veneer. I can do magic, I can do magic. 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 When I open up my mouth, I can move masses. Black magic on the beat, turn it to a classic. I'ma take the money out the bank, then I'ma put it in the mattress. Tell me the niggas got.
Oh, family, I can't tell you how lit it's gonna be in Atlanta this week.
Son is nice. Yeah, the brother is the master. He's one of them. You heard? Yeah,
Talk about Cambada.
of course. He
Yes,
is a
sir.
cold legend. I've been
Yeah.
on this though. So I'm a part of history. Ask him about it. I've been known. I'm one of those.
He told
You
me.
heard?
He told me.
Yes. I have been known that, and I will do whatever I can to facilitate, you heard, the world being able to hear.
Indeed.
Because you know what about Cambada? He's the same person when you see him every time. He's one of them few humans that have that ability to be the same person each time that you revisit the narrative of friendship. For
Indeed.
real. And I
Indeed.
like the picture. You got the 2 legends. You a legend for that. Yo, I don't know if dudes know what they doing with the green screen, right?
Mhm.
But Dr. B Serious, you is my big homie. Yes, I definitely taps in. I like your style of exhortation. You heard?
Mm.
And then Dr. Carson, you a cold legend. And then I just found out just now you a Virgo. Shout out to the Virgos right
Shout
now.
out to the
So you know I
Virgo.
got a Virgo. You know I got a Virgo pack for you. You
Oh
heard?
yeah. Oh man.
Yeah. I'm a Scorpio, so we connected to Virgos intricately in some form of fashion that one of our surprise guests will enlighten us about all of these connections. You know what I'm saying? I will
Yeah.
ask him about that for um for 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 um for clarity for our conversation with this to inundate the listener. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah.
saying? If people was really into it. But this is the thing. When the brother said, I can do magic, I can do magic, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the things that has been always a pain in the behind of the Americas because the Americas has a narrative of gaining its momentum and its monumental strive in the world based on the backs of African Americans.
Mm.
So they chart this country based off of the establishment of, and when I say the wilderness of North America, I mean that as a plot of land used to specifically lay out an entire narrative used on the backs of people of color
Mm-hmm.
that was already occupied by people who have the same narrative as us and also share the same cosmology as us.
Mm.
Yeah, there are
Mm.
pyramids have been over here, and pyramids have been on the continent where we come from. But the thing with people, the African American does not want to be, I think, to me personally, they don't want to actually act like they want to be an African American because they have been inundated with so much slavery in the form of the various forms of what I would call colonialism of the mind. That
Mm-hmm.
what has occurred is our family has now chosen to say that I want the spiritual experience of North Africa because it's been fed to me biblically. And those seem to be the cosmopolitan and the stylish momentum of the continent, but it was a synergistic accord. There was no, see, they never teach us about the treaties and the agreements between all of the participants of the African experience, that there was a shared tradition all the way from South Africa, which might actually be North Africa,
Mm-hmm.
if we get into a conversation on perspective,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then what happens is you'll have this whole narrative where people think that from the North Americas that we is specifically come and derive our whole experience based off of slavery, when in fact we have been participants in a reality that's beyond people comprehension, so much so that people have to make books and make themselves appear in books and put us in the book. But I'm not in the book. So what happened if you try to put me in the book and then I say, yo, hold up, you dealing with intellectual property of my spiritual onus, and now you putting it in a book to sell your own narrative. You see?
Yeah.
So then it goes like this. What are you actually talking about? So in the book that everybody wants to be a person of this book, bro. And I say this to you. What is your preoccupation and what is this thing with you that you always gotta be in somebody else's book? You heard? Why you always gotta be identified by somebody's narrative, and you've been fighting for the last, ever since they emancipated you and you got your hands on a pen and a pad and people's attention, you have tried to slippery slide your way into the book, and you've been doing it every kind of way you can. You've been doing it Christian, you've been doing it Judaic, and you've been doing it Islamic, family.
Mm-hmm.
And each of them books say that you curse because of the color of your skin. I'm one of the only people in the world that's actually speaking in behalf of a misknowing, and I'm gonna show the people in Atlanta who want to participate in my real teaching. Yo, Rich, I'm gonna do a lecture like the big homies. You remember we used to go to lectures with Dr. Valentine, and he had to read out of the notepads,
Right.
yeah,
Right. Yeah.
to establish and set the room for the intellectualism that we will be approaching, right?
Oh yeah.
So I'm not freestyling. I'm good at freestyling because I'm a hip hop baby. Yeah, I could read the energy of the people and then go here and there like this based off of what I think that you need to hear. But no, I have to read a litany of things. So in commemoration and shout out to Blue Pill, you heard? The legend and Red Pill. I did 4,440 words. You heard?
Woo.
That I'm gonna read. I'm gonna read for real.
Damn.
And it's gonna change the trajectory. And I'm gonna tell you something, Rich. I've never said this before, but in the past, King, it was a time, I promise you, my brother, that when they started debating, it almost created a depression for me. Yeah,
Yeah.
because you know why? Because I didn't want to debate. I didn't read all of them books to want to participate in the male dominance hierarchy with African American men with words given to us by crackers about his religion. Yeah, I didn't want to do that, bro. I was like this. I had already been aware of the male dominance hierarchy And the lower you are in the hierarchy, the more dangerous your life is. You heard?
Mm-hmm.
So the lowest hierarchy for the African American male is the hip hop world. So the only people that have an ability to subsist and exist are those who have the acumen to connect deity in the function of mind connected to deity in cosmos. So our whole culture has been producing methods of showing humans how to connect a mind to the cosmos. You
Mm-hmm.
heard?
Mm-hmm.
And showing them how every culture has their own different way. The Sufi mystics of the Mavlavi, they spin and they mimic the cosmos or the
Mm-hmm.
sun or Shams, right? To connect to cosmic flux. Then others, they, if you look at the cosmology of the goddesses, they attach their newness or the things that they're going to recreate to new moons. Know what I'm saying? For real. So you know the planet is changing. I just want to tell you this. I'm in front of this. This is one of them. I don't know. Niggas don't be having no real ACs. It's hot as hell. Some people is like this. This is why, yo, son, I'm chilling. It's so hot. I'm like this, yo, bro. I never been this high. I took my daughter to school today on the first day of high school today, bro. For real.
Mm.
And I'm gonna tell you something. I never was like hot like that going to high school. You heard? And I read the temperament of the transit and everybody on the train, right? And I was glad I was there with my daughter today because she's seen some New York crazy where people don't know how to move and make space for people on trains. This is a psychology only known to New York people. You heard? It's about proximity and space. You know what I'm saying? So it has an effect on the consciousness and also your syntax or how you express yourself. You feel me? So with that said, I want everybody to please pull up to the event. This is going to be one of them. I promise you. Because I'm not doing nothing else but teaching. I don't want to exalt myself. I'm not in front of you. I'm not in front of you. I am a servant to the world. I promise you. Everything that I do, I promise you, I've gotten to a space that I deserve to be in. What little that I garner from my interactions and the blessings that I incur from being able to impart something significant to others, I swear there's no monetary price that I have somewhere stashed somewhere. My money be spent already on creating a new iteration for my progeny. You heard? For real. So I had an amazing experience today. I dropped my daughter off at the high school that I used to go to, for real. And I seen the demographic change in the city. The city has transformed into something else, and I'm very glad to be a new iteration from what I used to. People have no idea. I can't stand when people tell people, Rich, that they wish it was back in the days, son. You heard? I don't wish it was back in the days. For real. Back in the days was crazy, bro. For real. So the the beautiful thing about this event is I'm bringing literature, right? And this is the Coldplay. The literature I'm bringing, I've created a compendium of information specifically, right, for the student body that's consistent and contingent of all of these various areas that I want you to study. For real. This shit is fly. I promise you. I got a chapter, Sumerian sorcery and extispacy, high priest of Sumer, priestly titles, astronomy terms of mythic interest, Sumerian and Akkadian prayers, major differences between Sumerian and Akkadian, Sumerian stars. Now these are the chapters, yo. Ancient words for dark, African spiritual livers, cross-comparative analysis of hepatomancy in African tradition and extispacy. This is going to be crazy. Jesus as a goat, knowledge by another name. This is crazy. Yeah. So I want to do this. I want to add value to my people. I want to add value to my people. For real. Word is bond. For real. So
Yeah. I hear you. My mic was
Yeah.
on mute. Yeah, my mic was on mute. You can hear me?
Hell yeah, King, I can hear you. Can you
Yeah.
put the link? Can you put the link for the event in the chat? Because
Right.
I want the most intelligent people in Atlanta and the surrounding area to come over there and see us and actually see why they might have been aware of me, because I'm coming to add value to people and I have things for you. If you come in there, I have literature for you as well. And I got the merch and everything, and I want to commiserate and I want to be around people, and I want to transform myself by essentially being around the people. This is back in the days. You remember that, Rich? You remember back in the day, the environment,
Oh,
before the internet,
oh yeah.
when we used to have to come and meet and be around one another, you know what I mean, and take notes. You feel me?
Facts.
So yeah, that's a beautiful thing that is never going away. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care how many planets they got going backwards. Yeah, the Mercury's, the this, the that. We still gotta survive. These hearts gotta still pump. Yeah, we still gotta love, and we still gotta be there and supportive for everybody around us that's subsisting and living off of whatever we have to offer. So I'm coming to bring things in the form of value of myself. Yeah, I want to add value to others and to myself at the same time. Word is mine. For
you
real.
know, you know,
So when you can, no, I promise you this for the whole thing, because listen, please, Lord, please put the description and the thing for the people for the event when
yeah, I
you get
try.
an opportunity.
Yeah, I'm trying to now. I just
No, go
put.
do your thing. But
Yeah.
please ask me a question, because you're one of the smartest people in the world. You can do 3, 4 things at the same time. That's a fact. Yeah.
What I'm a little. I don't want to say mad at, but I don't know what adjective I would use to describe, because I'm real happy what we're doing, the dark matter time and the lecture you're doing, and me and Cambada, we got this song, and the hook is I could do magic, and we tapping into this energy, right? This dark matter
Yeah.
consciousness, right? But continuously in the media, our people are being misinformed, misled, misdirected about what dark matter is, about what dark is, about what black is. So we have I guess the latest example would be
That's the
of
thing.
a
There's a cognate in the language that Sahur and Shakur are the same. In
mm,
Arabic, one in Arabic means magic, and one in Hebrew means black or dark. Yeah. So, and psychologically, it has been associated that that is the modus operandi of humanity. Humanity deals with quantum. Humanity, whenever you find our effigies and our statues and our images, they were always composed with well composed composition. And then we always had pillars throughout history. These pillars transformed and turned into mad things, bro. You heard? Multiple things. I promise you. So I have found this in my study, that I've seen that through the knowing where you are in situational awareness and finding the left and the right pillar from the ulam, or the station on the porch of the protocol of the cosmos where you live, you can control anything around you. You heard? The only thing you gotta do is you gotta be authentic with yourself and know where because we were born. Everybody that know us is actually fortunate to know us, because they can actually know mad other people, right? So this is the other thing. The fact that they know us is the fact that they know me being born within two pillars. You heard? And I honor and I venerate those two pillars. And when you do so, the segue in the literature is that they talk about you got to honor your ancestors. And according to the literature, and I read, and I made some versions that I gave everybody this who's going to pull up. Well, not everybody, because the physical copies is for the people that's really there on time in real time, like that. But I want to read one of the prayers to show people that the African has a living tradition that has never died, and it's always according to honor. You heard? It's the honor system. That none of the cosmos will actually listen or affect you or give you a hand in the outcome of destiny unless you do this, right? And now I put this a part of the Akkadian prayer. I put this on the literature for the people that's coming in. You heard? I have literature for y'all, for real. This is called the Sumerian workbook, for real. And this is the alternate cover. I'll be so excited. I'm sorry, Rich. I'm so excited about doing my art stuff, right? And this is the prayer that I offer. And this is a Sumerian and Babylonian prayer to ancestors. It says, you, the ghosts of my family, progenitors in the grave, the ghosts of my family, my grandmother, my mother, my grandmother, my brother, my sister, the ghosts of my family, my kin, and my clan, as many as are sleeping in the netherworld. I make a funerary offering to you. I pour out water to you. I lavish care upon you. I glorify you. I honor you. Stand here today before Shamash and Gilgamesh. Judge my case. Decide my verdict. Everything evil that is in my body, my flesh, and my sinews, hand over to Namtar, counselor of the netherworld. Let Ningizida, throne bearer of the wide netherworld, watch them carefully. Let Bidu, chief gatekeeper of the netherworld, bolt the gate before them. Seize it and take it down in the land of no return. Let me, your servant, live. Let me be well. Let me be clear of sorcery through your names, that I may libate cool waters into the pipe. Heal me that I may sing your praises. So this is interesting that the psychology of the ancients was involved in the true nature of our emotional and physical syntax in this world is predicated on honoring and having a full understanding of each other and being able to love one another from such a way. I want to love you in a way nobody never loved you, for real. They in the books talking about, they saying all our people is cursed. And then you look at the social media, you look at the stuff that they push to you during the algorithm, and I'm like this, You can control the outcome of the destiny of our collective with this level of understanding beyond the mediocrity. You heard? So we blessed. Word is bond. For real. For real. We going what you call it, and I got bad books. I ain't playing. I was born for a reason. I promise you, I got mad books. We coming down there like this, boom, like this. What happened? Look, bing, damn. What happened? Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you know what? You know what? I'm not trying. I'm not trying to be nobody teacher. There is a contingency of brilliant people that exist, and I'm hip to them, and we know one another. I don't need no new nothing, for real. No new following or nothing. As you can see, people, I don't do the internet the same way others do. I'm not interested in that, for real. I'm blessed to know you, for real, for real. Legend.
Pardon me, hey, my son got himself in trouble. Hello, yeah, pardon me, family. My fault, family. So hey, I don't know. Well, I didn't get to finish asking the first question, but I didn't hear the very last thing you said. But I'm so impressed by what we're presenting to the world at this time in terms of dark matter consciousness, but there's still a large group of people who associate darkness with Satanism, especially because of the music industry. What would you say to the people who may not be as advanced as you in the Kabbalah, in the esoteric studies, where they just got out of Christianity or they just got out of something, and what you're saying still sounds a little scary? Kambada saying I could do magic still sounds a little scary, and they're trying to further understand it while
Well,
separating
this
us
the
from
thing. I'm
people
not
like, hold up,
interested.
hey, hold up.
Go ahead.
People like, yeah, you're not interested in what?
The music industry.
It's not about them.
I'm
What I'm saying is there's people that are confused because of the programming is so intense on that side.
Yeah,
We don't have the marketing dollar as us. So what I'm
yeah.
asking you is, what would you say to those people that still may be a little bit in the dark because they're just in? I have a whole new crowd than I had 3 years ago. Whole new group of people in here. So I'm just saying, like, what would you say to those people who still don't fully understand this darkness versus this Satanism thing?
It's the racism inclusive inside your language. There's a hidden pocket in your psychology that anytime you see black, you see us. So there's a contingent of people that they be wanting to get the game from people of color because they think that it's cheaper, because they have been morphologically been influenced based off the literature. So we the ones that created the light and dark context. The light and dark context only comes from us making extispicy rituals and looking at the light and dark parts of a liver of a sacrificed cow or goat. You heard? Goat or lamb. So morphologically, throughout time, light became, people started using language in interesting ways. So what happens when slaves, the first slaves ever, first of all, the first slave and the last slave, the first person in slavery and the last person out of slavery is the Caucasian female. You heard? They the last one, the pilgrims let the Negro vote before he let his woman vote. You heard? And then we have a narrative for them being in slavery a long time ago. You heard? So the reason why light became predominant in something significant is because morphologically they transform the meaning of us finding the light spots. This is very advanced for people, yo. The light spots inside of a liver of a ask the Muslims when they slaughter the lamb, you heard, for the Eid. The word Eid has something to do with the word Oud and the word God, which is the Odu.
Right.
So the knowledge of God comes from the sacrifice in our ancient religion. And this is the thing that the African American does not want to deal with. They was inundated in 1982 specifically.
82?
1982, the most horror films ever came out in history.
Wow, that's deep.
So all of that is to scare people of color, knowing the nuanced behavior, what was going to transform to you in the Americas after 2012. You heard? Because the true 2012 was actually 2016. You see? So it was because it takes 4.4 light years for that information to get to us. You know what I'm saying? So, or if you look at the trajectory, and the ancestors don't want certain stuff to be in the purview of everyone. There's only a limited amount of people who can actually make the segue to get the Negro to outthink the devil. They in love with the devil so much that they exalt the devil and say everything evil outside of themselves belongs to a devil that got something to do with the benefits in abundance. And this is what keep Black people broke. Word is bond.
Right.
They think that everybody with something got something to do with the devil. And this will keep lessons, this will keep us in the dark ages for years, bro. We gotta out-talk each other and figure out collectively what does a poor righteous teaching mean? Who's participating in poor righteous teaching? If y'all don't know that was a code, you heard? So how can you add value to something and you valueless? So the only way that we can add value to ourselves is being able to add value to the narrative from which created us. You feel me?
Right, no facts.
For real.
Yeah.
So we come from a narrative of many stories. These myths and these stories are vehicles that have within them nuanced rubrics and tools of utility for the mind of those who can transcend the limitations. So if you want to be mad at 5-point stars, go get you an orange, go get you an apple and cut an apple in half. You heard? And then demonize an apple. And then no longer drink apple juice, because the 5-pointed star and the apple juice may very well have found its way to a rock and roll cover, but the rock and roll person don't even know why it even got there. You heard? So they doing a chaotic magical event that now is accredited in a quantum world according to the chemical components of the one who's using it. But my darkness and my skin tone gives me a closer connection to a cosmos that, and you can see it when you play music that I can dance to. The music of the people that you think run the world is dissonant. It's no rhythmic proportion to it. The manifestation garnered from it is artificial. If you only knew the reason why punk rock exists is because it exists on the backs of young European kids and the people who's like them and want to be about what they about. Them kids' rent is paid. Yeah, their parents let them go do that. They could go out back and play opposite of the music that made them, and that's their rebellion music. So you got to watch your blackness. Are you still in your rebellious period when you was a child? I just dropped my daughter off at high school today. My daughter was like this, all right, Dad, I'll see you later from here. She wouldn't let me walk her all across the way to the street like this. And I said, I respect that. You heard? For real. I respect that. For real. And that's the best wish. It's for consciousness and awareness to make you independent. You heard? in such a way that you don't have to have an external locus of control where you think everything outside of you is the purpose in control of what's going on in your personal life. You got more shit to worry about. Word is bond. You heard? Promise you.
No
Swear to
facts.
God.
Wow.
Swear to God. So I'm like this. 5-pointed star. When you was 5 years old, 4 years old, when you was 5 years old, you lost your two front teeth. And then they start lying to you. You heard? They start telling you all kind of stories from back then. This to soothe you. You heard?
Right.
This to soothe you. Make you feel good. So I'm going to tell people about the lies I used to tell. I'm going to tell them this whole story about this is how we live in this world right now, bro. I used to be lying when I was a kid, telling everybody that I seen The Last Dragon, son, and I didn't see it. And the reason why I'm telling you, the reason why I was lying is because I wanted to be down, bro. I didn't have a TV. My mother was so intelligent enough that she knew that Ahmed had acumen and such an ability to process, and I had such an ability to have comprehension that she was like, nah, I'm not going to give him no television until he's at least 7. I didn't have a TV till I was 7. So I used to be lying, son.
Wow.
Just to be down in the conversations. And this is what's happening to humans right now. Adults are lying to each other about the Bible, son. And they're doing it with Arabic niggas, right? Niggas is Jewish, they Muslim, they Christian, and the Bible and all of them books connected to it say that you is cursed because of the color of your skin. Let's have this conversation as we move forward, for real. Because I don't want to have that. Who want to know what's in the Ark of the Covenant? How we gonna get there until we figure out why you cursed in the book? You feel me?
Right.
I don't want to know what's in the lunchbox until we figure out who's the chef. You feel me?
Right.
I mean, come on, for real, for real. And I got up today, Rich. I got up at 6 o'clock, bro. I'm tired, bro. Promise you, son. And I've been on planes and all of that. I'm tore up, for real. I gotta go, King. I love you, man. I appreciate you. Shout out to Red Pill, Blue Pill, and upliftment, abundance to our families. Camp Bada, you a legend. Keep rap me out the hood, Camp Bada. Get us out of here. For real, you a cold legend. Promise you.
Indeed.
See my hat.
Psilocybin, yeah.
Come on, man. You feel me? Yeah.
I just shared the link to, once again, tell the people what time and the date that you're going to be in ATL before you get out here.
Oh, now this is a very propitious time. The timing is that on September 10th, shout out to Virgo. Shout out to anybody born in September. You a cold legend. Y'all is amazing people. You're changing people's lives. You heard? Shout out to Virgos. If a Virgo saved your life, put your hands up like this.
Your daughter's a Virgo, right?
Talk about it. Come on, man. Come on, man. You feel me? I can't get away from it. Right? Look, I go like this. So September 10th, 2002, I said 2000, like a runaway slave. 2000, that's I'm tired, son. Look, running that mouth. 2023, we're gonna be in Atlanta at Industry, right? It's spelled with an N, not the I. Industry, right? And if you want to know all the information, I'm gonna do the easiest thing ever. You know how people ask for directions? Just go to ktluniversity.com. Go to the red and the blue pill page. They should have all of the information regarding the event. You feel me?
Indeed.
Or you could come to my page and we got the specifics. You know what I'm saying? But I'm coming to add value to people. I'm bringing something with me tangible, and I'm not going to freestyle until after I give you intellectual acumen in the form of scholarship from what I read. According to my teacher, say a lecture means to read off the page. For real. Promise.
Indeed, indeed. Well,
Thank you, Rich, and I appreciate you, and I wish one day to attend a lecture of yours because is soaking up so much game.
oh man,
You
it's
is the you is the big homie.
beautiful.
I told you, you the new Amos Wilson. You heard? I promise you, and I look up to you,
you,
brother.
you,
For
you,
real.
you told me that in like 2008, my brother.
I promise.
I remember you told me like
That's
2008. You
right.
told me
Come
that.
on. Come on.
I appreciate you putting that in my mind. And when I was younger, I really do, my brother. But I'm gonna let you get your rest, my brother. I ain't gonna hold you no longer. Get rest. I know you got a flight early in the morning. It's on and popping in the A this weekend, AA, and I'm gonna see you in a couple of days, brother.
All right. Praise be to God, man. Thank you.
All
Peace
right,
and
brother.
love.
All right, peace.
Salute.
All right. So my brother AA had to go. I'm gonna be on here for about 15 more minutes. I might let one of y'all come on the live and ask a question or just kick it with me real quick. But yeah, it's going down in the A this weekend. It's going down in the A. We got the Stone Mountain retreat. Where I'm gonna be there. Listen, family, I'm gonna be at Stone Mountain 6:30 in the morning on Saturday. Saturday, 6:30 in the morning. I'm gonna be there. We got, man, listen, the sky is beautiful in the morning. Y'all know what's back in the sky? You know what came back in the sky? And it's ironic because I just had this talk with Brother Yosef. Venus is back in the sky. And we talking about darkness. And I just did the show with Lucifer with Brother Yosef the other day. But Venus is known as the morning star. Some people refer to Venus as Lucifer. It's got many names. But that star is back in the sky. So when you go out in the morning, you see that thing so bright, and it's crazy because you'll see Venus there. Sirius is back in the sky. You see Sirius on the other side. So it's just dope to see that planet and Sirius. It's dope to see him. And I meant to ask AA the connection between Venus and Islam because I was watching a video where they say, how the Nation of Islam, they got the crescent moon, and then they got the star. White dude on the internet was saying that star next to the moon in the Nation of Islam or Islam is Venus. But I'm gonna tell you what was the name of the video? The name of the video it's called Venus and Islam. I'm gonna hold up. I'm gonna put it on the screen real quick. If any of y'all want to see it, I'm not gonna play it because of copyright issues, but let me just share the screen, let y'all see it if y'all want to take a look at the video. Nobody's even talking, it's just words. But y'all see it says Venus and Islam. It was posted 6 years ago. Very interesting video. Venus and Islam, Metaphysics of the Gods by a dude named B.R. Taylor. And I was watching this the other day, and it was pretty interesting. But like I said, there's no words, so you got to read it. So I got to watch it again and again to really see, to really, soak up that info that's in the video. But it's going down this weekend. Stone Mountain, right after Stone Mountain at noon, we're heading over to Tassili's Raw Reality Cafe. We're going to shoot the video for Magic that I've been playing in the beginning of the show. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, Venus so clear right now. Yeah, Venus, somebody said, yeah, Venus super clear. Yeah, super clear right now. Super clear right now. So yeah, so I'm gonna be there 6:30 in the morning. How many of y'all who in the chat is coming to Stone Mountain? And who in the chat is coming to the video shoot or just the festivities? Because it's Stone Mountain, 6:30 in the morning, 12 noon the video shoot. That evening and night, Tassili is gonna have activities at her establishment. It's gonna be vendors, performances, speakers, all types of stuff. Sunday, Tassili's continuing to do things. And the lecture is also Sunday with Red Pill, Blue Pill, and AA Rashid. So yeah, it's dope. Somebody said, who can connect more science to metaphysical science? Eileen Bay. Eileen Bay is real good at that. Eileen Bay is real good at that. He's real good at that. Yeah. He's real good at that. Okay. Andrea's coming. All right. Khalifa's coming. All right. Star. All right. There are a lot of y'all. Okay. All right. 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 Big Lohan. All right. Honorable Professor Lemon X. Okay, a lot of y'all gonna be there. Yeah. Ashley. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. Somebody said I should. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get some rest. Is important. I need some rest right now. Shit. But yeah, it's gonna be a busy weekend, so I'm definitely gonna get some rest that night. But Saturday is gonna be a popping day. It's gonna be on and popping. All right, Aisha. Yeah. All right. When you go, somebody said, Rich, when you doing something back home in NY? I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know. You know, when COVID hit, New York got real strict, real strict. So, you know, they lighten up, but I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But yeah, the weekend. So yeah, so the weekend is gonna be popping. I want all y'all to come out to the A. If you can make it. If you can't, I'm gonna film some of it on my phone. I'm gonna have my iPhone and I'm gonna be filming some of the activities, but it ain't nothing like being in person. What's the attire for the video? You know, there's nothing in particular. Just, you know, just make sure you come through. Yeah, just make sure you come through. You know, no particular attire. If you want to wear something magical, esoteric, shirt, whatever, just bring yourself. That's the most important thing, you know. Your energy is the most important thing, but you know, let your spirit guide you. When am I gonna have Aris Latham back on? Soon. I have him back on. I'm glad you mentioned the brother. I forgot about the brother. I haven't had him on in a while. So yeah, I'll definitely have him soon. How to get the list of events for that day? A list hasn't been made. We've spoken on it. We need to make a list. I guess I'll talk with everybody and make a list tomorrow. I got to figure out. I know KT is coming to the mountain with us. Who's coming to the mountain with us. They're each going to speak a little bit. Blue Pill's going to do some breathing exercises with us on the mountain. So I got to make an order of speakers. I'm going to talk to Blue Pill, I guess, about that, and I'll make an order of who's speaking first and who's saying what. So yeah, I'll post that before Saturday. I'll post that by tomorrow evening, and whoever's coming, y'all could come to the page and just get it right on the post. But like I said, I'm gonna be there. I'll be there by 6:30. All right. Let's see what else y'all talking about. That video with Aaron Lines was a great interview. Yeah, it was dope. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one, bro. That was definitely a good one. Oh no, Dr. B won't make it. He has a workshop that day. He has one of his workshops that day, and he has a lot of work. He's doing music work he's working on that day. I don't know if he wants me to say exactly what. It's some important stuff, but he's not gonna make it that day. He's not gonna make it that day. Is Queen? I don't even know who that is. I don't know how to say that. Agua Caliente. I don't. Yeah, I don't even put me on. Who is that? Who is that queen right there? I don't know who that is. Yeah, I don't even know who that is. Yeah. So I said, Brother Rich, what inspires you to ask such amazing questions? Um, I guess the same thing that inspired Kobe Bryant to shoot a basketball, or Stevie Wonder to play the piano, or Michael Phelps to swim, is just something in you that it just talks to you. And I remember distinctly being 19 years old and just out of nowhere saying, I think I think I could be a great interviewer. And just feeling that way, a feeling just you just get this feeling inside. And I just I had this thing where I always follow my heart. And look where it got me. I'm a living testament of where following your heart will get you. So, I just had a feeling. I just had this ongoing feeling that I think I might be good at that. I think I might be good at that. And yeah, just follow my heart. And so I would advise all y'all just follow that inner feeling that you have inside about, when that passion, you feel it. You're just feeling it. It's like when they say passion, it's like that burning fire in you. You feel it. When you think about something, you just have a certain feeling. And yeah, I just followed it, you know. Coming tomorrow, what's your favorite vegan spot? Tassili's. Tassili's is my favorite vegan spot. I ain't even lying. They got a lot of good vegan spots, but not as many as I thought they would have when I first moved down here. But I absolutely love Tassili's spot. I love her wraps. I love her raw food. I love her drinks. She got this peanut butter smoothie that's off the hook. The berry joints, all types of stuff, man. So yeah, Tassili's definitely my favorite vegan spot. Somebody says, "How can I work with you on music?" I don't know. I don't really, I could be making so much money selling beats online. I'd rather work with the artist. It's not about just making money or just putting music out there. I gotta really like the song. And I'm a Virgo, so I'm really analytical and I like to be involved in things. So I like to work with artists in the studio. So, to really work with me, you just gotta like somehow get me in the studio with you. If you live in the same town as me or whatever, and I just connect with people in the studio. I don't even really make a lot of beats like that behind the scenes, off camera. Ask Cambot and all of them. Like when I'll tell you a story real quick. Before the day I made Magic, Cambota flew into town and he stayed the weekend with me. And we was like, yo, we got to work on Holy Ghost 3. We behind schedule. He just had a daughter, his daughter. And I'm like, yo, we got to work on this thing, man. We haven't been working on it. So my girl went out of town. She took my son. She went to Cali. She was like, I want to let you really work on your music. I want you to really work on your music. And he came through and I was a little nervous because I was like, I haven't worked on music in so long. I was afraid I wouldn't be able to tap back into that frequency. And he came through and I was just able to just tap back into it. And I was so thankful because I took so long off from making music. But I was just able to tap back in. And I remember he came through, I think it was a Friday. We worked, we made a couple of tracks that Friday. Saturday morning, I woke up and I was I had that itch to make music. And he was asleep. I went downstairs. I'm upstairs. I'm sleeping upstairs. He's downstairs. I got the studio in the kitchen and like the kitchen on the kitchen table and stuff like that. I just start working on music immediately. He wakes up. He hears it. He comes in the kitchen. He like orders a coffee or something from Dunkin' Donuts. He hears Magic and he just starts doing this military move. And he's like, da 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 da. And he was like, because that's the vibe he was getting, like military, like. And then in the middle of saying that, he just said, I could do magic. I was like, oh shit. I was like, that's it. And like he literally, when he said I could do magic, he did this at the same time. So that's why if you've seen our performance, we just made at the dance. I could do magic. I could do like we stirring the pot. Because he literally, this movement came exactly when he came with the line, like exactly. He was like, I could do magic. And I was just like, I was like, I could do magic. And we just repeated it. And I was like, yo, that's the hook right there. But it was like, it's like amazing how music comes together. Because it started with him just saying, like, and then he just said, I could do magic. And I'm like, I could do magic. And that's how it came about. But yeah, music is the most spiritual thing. Making music is like, it's the best feeling in the world, hands down. I said this before. People think I'm exaggerating. Like next to having sex like that feeling of euphoria. And I guess people who do certain drugs, like people who do Molly, I never did Molly, nothing like they be like, yo, I'm euphoria. But this complete euphoria when you create music. And asking a question, I get that feeling. Asking a good question. I guess that's how you know to follow your passion. You get that feeling. I get a feeling of euphoria from asking a good question. So I just happen to be doing things that I get that feeling from, you know. But yeah, just to tell that story, that's how the song came about. We went to the studio. We came up with that idea. We went to the studio the very next day and laid it down the very next day. And we knew what we had on our hands. So what I need from y'all, I need y'all to help me spread that track, like share it when the video come out, you know, share it. Cause you know, it's important for our children, our people, the world to hear that. You know, the world needs to know what they're able to do. The world needs to know their abilities and that they can do magic. So yeah. Somebody says, so do you have intentions to start on your own label? I don't know. I talked to Red Pill about it. Me and Red Pill have had talks about that. You know, that's always been that was a dream of mine early on in life. And I got into the information and I didn't, you know, I kind of like strayed away from it, but you know, I don't know. It might be something I work on. When is the video shoot? Tomorrow, on Saturday, King. Saturday at Tassili. Saturday at Tassili spot, 12 noon. Well, we're going to be shooting the whole day. We're going to start at 12 noon, but we're going to be shooting the whole day over there. Yeah, it sounds real good in the whip. Yeah, I put it in the whip too. It sounds real good. Yeah. 19 Keys Brothers Fier. What's his name? Ample. Yeah, Ample's definitely fire. I seen he the day when like the day after Invest Fest. No, after Invest Fest, the after party. He was performing and I went to see him perform and he did great. Phenomenal job at live performance, live instrumentation of his band. The brother's definitely fire. Shout out to that brother and he's definitely a inspiration. Yeah, on my Patreon. Yeah, you asked him. Yeah, my Patreon's popping, family. I got a new Phil Valentine video and I have a new Brother Yosef video on advanced spells. So make sure you head over there, sign up. Brother Yosef dropped some gems on advanced spells. Can you buy the track? No, you can't. It's going to be available in October. The album, y'all got to wait till October. It's going to be a part of the album. Yeah, Patreon is popping. Yeah, it's going to be part of the album in October. So that's coming soon. We just got a few more tracks to finish up. But like I said, y'all, this weekend is going to be popping in Atlanta. Yeah, AA and Rod Hayes will be dope. AA and Rod Hayes will be dope. You just watched the advanced spells? Yeah, Brother Yosef. Yeah, he was giving some good joints. I'm trying to think of one in particular. Shit, I haven't seen it in like a week. But he was giving some good advice on there with the advanced spells. Real good advice. Will you ever collab with Dr. B on the beats? Yeah, we definitely got a collab. You know, we actually coming out with a meditation album for Blueprint for GodPower 2. Everybody who buys tickets for here is going to get a meditation album. It's 3 tracks produced by me, 3 tracks produced by Dr. B, and 3 tracks produced by Billy Carson. It's an affirmation meditation album. It's 9 songs. So yeah, whoever gets tickets to the Blueprint Part 2, y'all getting a lot of stuff. The meditation album, the 7 sacred prayers, you getting the sound bath from Dr. B, and you getting like an 8-9 hour workshop. So yeah. How much will Holy Ghost 3 be? I'm not sure yet. We're gonna decide that. We're gonna decide everything this month. Yeah, we're gonna decide everything this month. Yeah, went to part 1, getting part 2. Yep, you gotta come to part 2. If there's one workshop I would want all y'all to come to, it would be this one right here. If I had to pick one, and I'm not just saying that because this is my most recent workshop. Like I really, even with the 7 sacred prayers, like the sound bath, the meditation album, like yeah, it's more. It's far beyond the intellect. We're touching you on an emotional level, and that's very important. That's very important. Very important. Which when is your birthday? The 17th, September 17th. September 17th. I'm a number 8. I'm a number 8. Yep. You sound like the guy on the Tribe Called. Yeah, somebody told me that. Q-Tip. Somebody told me that. Somebody told me that before. Yeah, somebody told me that before. Yeah, you just bought the ticket. Yeah, the 7. I'm gonna send it out tonight. You buy the ticket and I send out the 7 second prayers. I'll send it to your email that you register for with the event. You'll get it within 48 hours. But I'm gonna be sending it out through Eventbrite tonight for everybody who purchased. So if you purchase tonight, you'll get the 7 sacred prayers. You'll get that tonight before Brother Rich goes to sleep. My neck hurt, y'all. Shit, man. Screaming at my son, man. My neck hurt now and shit, man. You know that tension and shit in the back of your neck, man. Got to get my lady to rub my neck, man. Brother Rich neck hurt and shit. About to take a shower after I get out of here. But yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be popping this weekend. I'm gonna ask a few more questions, then I'm gonna get out of here. Who are some of your fave teachers we may not know of, Brother Rich? Good question. I said this before in the past. Bashar, but Bashar, he's not really on. He don't do things a lot anymore. But I used to watch Bashar a lot when I was about 10 years ago. Yeah, about 10 years ago. I used to watch him a lot, learn a lot from that brother. I always mention this gentleman's name, Bruce Lipton and Greg Braden. 2 white dudes. Watch a lot of their stuff. Powerful dudes. They on their shit. I would definitely say y'all need to get hip to them. Oh shit. This is his lady, yo. Oh man, I gotta get her on the show. She's popping. She's on Instagram. Hold up. This white lady, yo, she be dealing with. She be dealing with what Dr. B be talking about with the quantum biology. Oh, her Instagram page is popping. Damn, I'm seeing if I see. I don't see it right now. Man, her page is popping. If y'all went to her page is popping. I got somebody remind me my next show. If one of y'all remind me, I'll definitely have it. I'll definitely have it for you next show. I'm trying to. Yeah, one of y'all remind me. I don't see it, y'all. I would love to tell you because her page is like, she be dropping some shit about the quantum world, and she reminds me of Dr. B in a lot because she deals a lot with music and she ties it all together. Yeah, I don't see. I was seeing if I see her on Instagram. I don't see her. It's Dr. Catherine something. I'm seeing if I'm scrolling to see if she happened. You know what? Let me do something real quick because I really want y'all to. Got it. Dr. Catherine Clinton. I've been like on her Instagram, like, yo. I've been on her Instagram, like, yo. Dr. Catherine Clinton. She got some shit on her Instagram. If you into this quantum science, like this is a quantum workshop, I gotta tell Dr. B and Billy about, but she on some shit, y'all. Dr. Catherine Clinton. Check her stuff out. You know what? I gotta get Jew Pukram on here. I gotta get Jew. I DM'd her. She never responded. I'm gonna reach out to Queen Afua because Queen Afua is friends with her. But I gotta get Dr. Jew Pukram on here. That's who I gotta get on here. Dr. Jew. Shout out to Dr. Jew Pukram. I filmed her one time at Long Island University. But shout out to Dr. Jew Pukram. Neck rolls and peppermint essential oil rub downs. Okay, yeah, the peppermint. I got peppermint essential oil. And stop yelling at your son for sake. Yo, Karain always get that me, yo. Karain text me and curse me out, man. Karain, she always get that me, man. Shout out to Karain. She's been in the community for a long time. She do her thing with the jury. She travels a lot. She helps out a lot. She helped out when me and Camada filmed the Shaka Zulu video. She helped me get an amazing face painter. But the sister's been in the community for a long time doing her thing. Shout out to Karain. Continue to do your thing, sis. But yes, I will stop yelling at my son. I try not to, but sometimes it just get to be too much. But I try, that I'm not a big yeller, but occasionally, Sonia Barrett, yeah, you're right, King. I need to get Sonia Barrett. I need to get on here. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You love Drew Pooker. Somebody said talk about the beat to Black Magic. You know what's funny? Producers say this all the time. The beat for Black producers say this all the time. When you're divinely inspired, you make a beat in like minutes. I made Black Magic in like 4 minutes. It took me 4 minutes to make that beat. Not because I'm just that good. It's because you get possessed by this spirit, this musical spirit. You get possessed by divinity, and it just comes out lightning fast. And shout out to my spirit, my higher self, for possessing me, making music to have that ability. Yeah, so the best beats, producers say that all the time, the best beats you make so fast. And like I said, I woke up in the morning. My girl went out of town. I'm upstairs, Cam downstairs. I came downstairs, went to my music setup is on the kitchen table. I just started working on beats. I made one beat before I made Magic. And then right after that, I started working on another beat. And that's when I made Magic. And it just came out in like literally 4 minutes, like literally. But like I said, it's not because I'm just that. I am that great because I'm an aspect of God. But when I'm divinely inspired, it just comes out like that. Just comes out like that. Some beats it'll take me a whole week. I'll be sitting there for a whole week, like, okay, I gotta put this, I gotta put that. And some beats just come out in like 3 minutes. And you be like, damn, I did that. So that's how it was with that. Just came out lightning fast. And Cam came up with the idea just like that. Like I said, the dance and the hook, he came up with it simultaneously. He said the hook and did the dance at the same time. And I just knew we had to keep it. Yeah. Just knew we had to keep it. But yeah. Shout out to everybody in the chat for tuning in tonight. I don't think I'm gonna be live tomorrow. Cam's coming into town tomorrow. So yeah, I made Magic on MPC. I made that on the MPC. What's that called? The MPC Live. The MPC Live 2. I made Magic on the MPC Live 2. Yeah, I made that on MPC Live 2. Black Magic, how do you get in the zone? That's a great question. Sometime with music, sometime I drink wine, sometime just having conversation with the artists, like having conversation and just vibe and kicking it. You'll get in the zone. Like you just having a good time. The best way to get in the zone is just to have a good time. So me and Cam, I'm tell you, there's a line in the song where Cam was like, what he said? Money falling from the sky, call it Lucchini. He came up with that line because the night before, me, him, and Red was just chilling, we kicking it, and we was watching Camp Low old song Lucchini. Is it Lucchini? Where they be like, let's get rich, what? Lucchini falling from the sky, Camp quick, what? Pop the cork and look at line, Y'all know what I'm saying. The 80s babies know what I'm talking about. But we was watching Camp Low. So all of that inspiration gets carried over to when you do the music. So this is it. What? Yeah. Lucchini falling from the sky. Let's get rich. What? So when Cam was writing the song, part of us listening to that inspired Cam, and he wrote some of that in the song. Y'all gonna hear it when y'all hear the third verse. But so, like I said, the question was, what gets us in the zone? Just having a good time. Like I said, I drink red wine. Sometimes if we have some good marijuana or something, but you don't need that all the time. Like I made Magic in the morning, so I wasn't like smoking marijuana early in the morning. I was just, when you wake up in the morning, your energy's fresh. So making beats when you first wake up is a good idea because you just got that fresh energy. Yeah, that sample crazy, Camp Low. That sample was super duper crazy. Super duper crazy. You know, super duper crazy. Yeah, their hats was ill. Yeah, they had them. What do you call that? I don't know what them hats is called. They had them hats. Yeah, them hats was ill. Try bringing Nuri Muhammad on. Yeah, that would be a good idea. I'm gonna have Wesley on again soon. I gotta holler at Wesley. I'm gonna have Wesley on again. Flebrun. Flebrun. Her name is French. Flebrun. Yeah, I gotta have Flebrun on again. I gotta have that sister on. I'm. Oh, you know who's coming on Monday? What's the sister name? The Queen on set. What's her name? Queen on set. Raw Men. She's gonna be on Monday. Queen on set. Raw Men is gonna be back on Monday. But I'm gonna invite Flebrun back on next week too. I'm gonna reach out to her, and I'm gonna call Queen of Fu and try to connect with Jew Pukram. So I'm gonna be making some phone calls. Uptown Saturday Night. That was the name of the album. Yeah, I remember. The album was fire. I like that vibe. I like they flow, the vibe. A lot of people say Jay-Z stole their style. I wouldn't say that. You know, Jay-Z's a legend. He's the one of the greatest with what he did, what he does. But a lot of people say he took their style. That cool laid back Iceberg Slim, like that pimp shit. You know, Jay-Z came out. He was what do he call himself when he first came out? Reasonable Doubt. What did Jay-Z? What was his like nickname when he first came out? It wasn't Hove. What was he calling himself? Was it what was it? Iceberg something? What was Hove calling himself? Reasonable Doubt. I know my 80s and 70s, and some 90s, some of the 90s babies may know this. Iceberg. Was it just Iceberg? Was he calling him? Was it Iceberg Slim or was it just Iceberg? It was Iceberg Slim. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But Jay had that. He had that. That was his persona. That kind of like pimp. That that laid back, smooth player type of image. He had that. Now he was rapping fast before that. By the time he came out with Reasonable Doubt, he wasn't rapping that fast. I don't think. Politics as Usual, and the rest of them tracks. Iceberg Slim. So it was Iceberg Slim. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I reached out to Chief Warhorse on her YouTube. I didn't get a response. I don't know how. I don't have any of the contact info for her. It would be dope to reach out to her, though. It would be dope to get in contact with her. So I'll keep trying. Like I said, I'm trying to get, before the year's out, I want to get 10 new speakers on the platform. That might be a little too, I would say at least 7. At least 7. That would be, yeah. I would say at least 7 new speakers on the channel that y'all have never seen before. I would say I would want 7 new speakers on the channel that y'all never seen before. The last new speaker I think was Queen Set, Raw Men. Yeah, I would love to get Taj on here. I just haven't reached out to the brother, but yeah, I definitely want Taj on here. So maybe he could be one of those 7. Taj Tariq Bey could be one of those 7. I don't know who Gigi Young is. I'll look her up. I don't know who Gigi Young is. I do not know. I do not know who that is. I do not know who that is. Somebody said, wasn't that a Donald Goines novel? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Iceberg Slim, I think you're talking about. I'm not sure. Yeah, Reasonable Doubt, his greatest album. In my opinion, Blueprint 1 is his greatest album, but it's definitely worth arguing. Reasonable Doubt is his greatest, but I would say I liked Blueprint 1 better. That was my favorite one. Somebody said Jay-Z is overrated. Yeah, I mean, I can see if you feel that way. I mean, I don't think he's overrated personally. I mess with Hove and his lyrical ability. I wouldn't, I wouldn't say he's overrated. Let me see. I got a troll here. Get rid of that troll. Yafa Bay. I've heard of Yafa Bay. I don't even know if that's a dude or a female, but I got to I'm gonna look into Yafa Bay. I don't know too much about Yafa Bay. I don't know too much about Yafa Bay. But yeah, y'all. Donald, he's a Chicago ex-pimp. Donald was inspired by him. Okay. Okay. Can you do one on strawman info? Yeah, I don't get too much into the strawman info too much, man. It's so, oh man, I stay away from it's, so controversial. So controversial. The strawman info. I just try to stay away from that because I'm not into it. So I just, and it's, even though I'm not into something, it's not like I wouldn't allow you to come on and teach it. It's so controversial. I'm not sure. I've heard bad stories about people losing so much money, losing homes when they use it. So I just try to stay away from the straw man argument, man. I really do, man. But shout out to, it may work for some people. Shout out to anybody who it's worked for. But oh, Yafa Bay is a woman. She's a female. Okay. Yeah, I gotta look into the queen there. Gotta look into that queen. Gotta look into that. Dane Calloway. Yeah, I reached out to him one time and I was supposed to reach out to him again. So it's my fault. I gotta reach out to him again. I just never reached out to him again. So that's my fault. But yeah, I want to have Dane on before the year's over. I would love to talk and interview the brother. So yeah, I guess he'll be one of the 7. He'll be one of the 7. Him, Jew Pukrum. We already got 2, right, y'all? So that's 5 left. We got 2 that we get, so it's 5 left. I guess I would love to have Joe Dispenza. I'm sure his schedule's is real booked. I'm sure I wouldn't be able to get him this year. They'll probably have to be next year. Somebody mentioned, what's the brother name? I see somebody in the comment mention Nazir Ra. I reached out to him on Instagram. I didn't get a response. But I would love to have him on there. Yeah, I would love to have him on there. Definitely would love to have him on there. Gotta have Minister Jew back on. Yep. Got it. Yo, y'all know who my favorite, my most wanted interview, if any of y'all can help me line this up, is it's 2 people. It's a couple of people, but just 2 of my most wanted interviews is Minister Louis Farrakhan and Mike Tyson. I want to interview Mike Tyson. That's who I really want to. If there's anybody, I feel like I could get something out of Mike that nobody has gotten out of him. And I feel like Mike is real spiritual. And I would love to ask him. And I feel like he's such a free spirit. He'll say things and he gets downloads that the average person doesn't get because they're trying to sound smart. And he's not worried about trying to sound smart. So I would love that. I think Mike Tyson would be, even over Minister Louis Farrakhan, I think me interviewing Mike Tyson would be my most wanted interview at this time. Yeah, I think me interviewing Mike Tyson would be my most wanted interview. And I talked to Wesley Muhammad about Farrakhan, and it's not as easy as y'all think getting to Farrakhan and getting an interview. So I don't know who the Hood Healer is, but I've heard that name before. So yeah. But yeah, if anybody could connect that Iron Mike Tyson that interview, I feel like I could get something out of Mike that nobody has gotten out of him, and I feel like it'll be a real spiritual conversation. because he's not trying to sound smart. He's not trying to sound spiritual. He's just trying to speak his truth the best way he knows how to. And with that level of freedom, you say things that the average person wouldn't say, because the average person is trying to impress people, and he's not worried about impressing people. So yeah, I would love to. Somebody help me out with that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody help me out with that. Somebody help me out with that. David Icke, yeah. At this point, I wouldn't mind interviewing Ike. I did an interview with Ike before. It wasn't long. If y'all remember, about 2 years ago, I did an interview with Ike, but it wasn't long. It was for a workshop Billy Carson was having. But I'm not right now. I'd rather have like a Joe, like a Greg Braden. I'm more in that lane right now, with the quantum lane. That's why I gave y'all that lady's Instagram, Dr. Catherine. Who I said y'all? Dr. Catherine Clinton. Like, I wouldn't, but I wouldn't mind. But I would really want. Even Tim Wise is cool, but I'm not. I'm more in the quantum frequency right now. So and I gets quantum, but I would want like a Greg Braden right now. I would love to interview like a Greg Braden. Even still interview Bashar. He's still doing interviews, But shout out to Conjure Queen. Shout out to that sister. I need to have her on soon as well. Yeah. Need to have her on soon as well. Definitely need to have her on soon as well. Would love to have Jay Elect. Yeah, would love to have Jay Elect. Bruce Lipton. Yeah, I forgot. Santos Bonacci. Damn. Woo, I gotta get that brother on. Oh man, all right, so that's the third one. So we got 4 left. We got Santos Bonacci. We got who else? Damn, my memory. Who else we said, y'all? We got Santos. Who was the other two? There was 2 other ones. Was it Jew Pook Group? But we came up with 3 tonight. I gotta get Roderick here. I gotta get Roderick back on. But Santos Bonacci, I gotta get Santos on here like ASAP. I gotta figure out a way to get in contact with him. I talked to him one time before, years ago, and our time zone was so different because he was over there, and it was just a little confusing. So yeah, Somebody said, "What's the address for tomorrow?" You just got Google Stone Mountain; it'll come right up. Google Stone Mountain. Do you rewatch? I never rewatch my live streams. No. I don't like watching myself again. It's a lot of people when they talk, I don't watch myself talk. I think, did Bobby tell me that one time? A lot of people told me that before, but I don't watch myself talk. Sometimes once in a while I do if I'm trying to like edit a video, but just to watch myself, I don't do that. 7's gonna be on next week, by the way. 7's gonna be on 7 Bomar is gonna be on next Friday. So Queen I Said Rob Men is Monday, 7 Bomar's Friday. In between, I don't know yet. Yeah, in between. Oh yeah, Santos. Thank you. See, y'all listening. All right. Well, no, I ain't gonna get Farrakhan this year, but I need to get Mike Tyson. These are some of my top requested interviews I want. Farrakhan, Tyson, Mike Tyson, and Santos Bonacci. Definitely. Yeah, and the Stone Mountain is not tomorrow. It's September. It's the 9th. Tomorrow's the 8th. What about a meditation? We gonna do meditation on Stone Mountain. Blue Pill, he does the breathing techniques and the meditation. So we're gonna he's gonna lead us. He's gonna lead us in that. Blue Pill's gonna lead us in that. KT's gonna say a few words. Raku's gonna say a few words. And yeah, he's gonna lead us in that. Shout out Urban X. So yeah, shout out to Urban X, Black Dot Malcolm. Shout out to them brothers. Rich, are you a perfectionist? No. Some people may beg to differ, but no. I feel as though if I wouldn't get certain things done because I'll be too worried about perfecting it. And sometimes I just say fuck it and I gotta start it. So no. I'll say I try not to be, but no. You know? Uh all right. Shout out to Smart Guy, Smart the Guy, and Math Hoffa. I like Math Hoffa's podcast a lot. I like his podcast a lot. Yeah, I like his Math Hoffa podcast a lot. Very, very entertaining. Very, very entertaining. Somebody said all perfectionists say that. I hear you. I hear you. Well, I haven't interviewed Yaki. This guy asks a lot of good questions. Okay, what's your name? Defidi Copelli Self. Where you from, man? Where you from? Defidi Copelli Self Sion. Where you from, man? You look like you're from Europe. Where you from? Let me know where you from. You ask a lot of good questions, man. Um, just been busy. Yaki, he called me several times this year to set up an interview. And every time, because we do the in-person interviews, and every time he called me to set up an interview, I was concentrating on something else, like the album. The last time he called me to set up an interview is when Cambada, right before I did Magic with Cambada, and I was like, I just want to put my energy toward this music thing right now. So I told him, we'll do it later on. And he's super busy. He got so I don't know when I'm gonna catch him again. He got this Netflix show about to come out. He travels all over like that brother. He do his thing for real, for real. So I gotta connect with the brother. Last time I talked to Yaki was about a month and a half ago. So I gotta connect with him again and set something up. Yeah, gotta connect with him and set something up. Andrew Huberman. Yeah, that's I think that's the white dude. He got a show, a podcast. His show was good. His show was good. His show was good. His show was good. I like his show. I like his show. Definitely do. Do you have a top 3 interviews? I would have to think about it. Good question. Probably do. One of my favorite ones when I was on stage at St. Francis College and I interviewed Phil Valentine on stage. There's nothing like being on stage interviewing somebody. There's nothing like it in the world. I was on stage interviewing Keys. It's like an amazing energy when you're on stage interviewing somebody. But one of my favorite interviews was on stage interviewing Dr. Phil Valentine. That definitely was one of my favorite ones. I don't want to say, I'm not sure about the others. Yeah, I'm not sure about the other ones. I've had a lot of great ones, but yeah, that was one of my favorite ones. Yeah. Yeah, shout out to Rod Hayes, my brother Rod Hayes. Shout out to my brother Rod Hayes. Yeah, I'm gonna get Keys on the interview soon. Get Keys on the interview real soon, you know. Somebody said the real you come out and said, yeah, you get that. Remember when I told you earlier about being possessed, making beats? It's a possession that happens when I'm on stage. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful possession because it's your higher self. It's not like a foreign entity. It's your higher self. So, Rich, why only in-person interviews with Yaki? Because we started out like that. So why I downgrade it? We like it like that. It works. The brother has the camera equipment. He got like he brings like $30,000 worth of camera equipment. So, and I feel like the information deserves that. Information deserves that. you know you know Thoughts on Polite getting 7 years? Yeah, I heard about it yesterday. I think he definitely deserves that. From what happened, I mean, that's light. That's light compared to what they said happened. And I didn't know, I didn't know what level of it was true, but hearing him copping out, and I heard the mother's I don't know if it's testimony, I don't know what it is, and it was hurtful hearing that. And yeah, me, Red and Blue excommunicated ourselves with him in 2016, I believe. We did a video called Message to Brother Polite. And he went his way in life and we went our way in life, you know. Um yeah, it's unfortunate. Um the most unfortunate is the most unfortunate aspect of it is that young lady who has to live with that for the rest of her life. And it's just unfortunate that things like that still happens in our community till this day, so yeah, definitely deserves it. Like I said, that's light. If he did what they said he did, I mean, I just heard, I mean, shit. Who I just heard got like 20 years or something like that. But yeah, it's just some fucked up shit, man. Some fucked up shit, man. Pardon the language. Yeah, I seen the Doja Cat. I was trying to ask AA that, but I don't think he even knew what I was talking about. But yeah, it's crazy, man. Them people, it's some foolish shit. All that. That's why I'm saying, like, we talking about dark energy. We not dealing with the same thing they dealing with. We ain't dealing with all that crazy, that demonic, and even if you hear Bobby Hemmett say demon and you hear them say demon, believe me, they're referring, they mean two completely different things. And then this is what confuses people sometimes. You might hear Bobby say demon is something good, and he may be approaching it from the lens of he read the Goetia, he read certain books, and he's approaching it from a different perspective. When you hear, yeah, exactly, Damien and demon are two different, exactly. So, but the average person don't know that. So when they hear somebody in the occult community say that, and then they hear the Hollywood people say that, they may connect the two. And that's what I was trying to ask AA earlier. You get what I'm saying? So we gotta really separate, like, nah. When we talk about dark matter and all that, we ain't got nothing to do with Doja Cat or none of that. We ain't got nothing to do with none of that. We ain't got nothing to do with none of that. You know what I'm saying? This is like, we ain't got nothing to do with none of that. No, no, no. No, no, no. But man, yeah, family. I'm about to get out of here. I've been on here. Damn, it's 10:43 already. Yeah. Somebody said demons aren't exactly bad as all source. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I can see where you're coming from with it. I don't know. I don't think their intentions is the same as yours, but I definitely see where you're coming from. Yeah, shout out to AA. Yeah, yeah. AA was tired too. AA was trying to. Yeah, AA was tired, so I had to let AA go. I'm gonna get some live footage from him when he get into town. When he get into town, I'm gonna get some footage. I'm gonna get some footage from AA. You know. Yep, it's time to recharge. Yeah, it's time. I got to get ready for the Stone Mountain thing. I gotta pick up Cam tomorrow from the airport. So I don't know if I'm gonna be doing. I might do a live tomorrow outside. Me and Cam we might do a live outside at Tassili spot just to show y'all, where we're gonna be shooting the video at, and just to do one last promotion for what we're doing. We might do that tomorrow. I think we might do that. Yeah, I think we might do that. Yeah, I think this is a good way to put it. But somebody says 7 once explain it. There's good and bad, then there's distortions. That's a great way. That's a great way to put it. That's an absolute great day to put it. Great way to put it. Yeah, that's a great way to put it. Yep. Yeah, see you Saturday. Yep. Audrey Smith says see you Saturday. Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there 6:30 in the morning. 6:30 in the morning. Shout out to Dr. Maya. Yeah, I like that sister. Shout out to Dr. Maya. She do her thing. Shout out to Dr. Maya. She definitely do her thing. Shout out to that sister. I think that's all, folks. Let me see what else y'all talking about. Yeah. All right, let me get out of here, family. With that being said, thanks for tuning in. I had somebody speak about dreams before, a couple of shows. The last person that spoke about dreams was Brother Yosef. He talked about dreams. And a couple of times I've had people talk about dreams. So you could just Google Dream, Brother Yosef Dreams, and that'll come on. Shout out to you, my brother, for buying ticket for the blueprint. Like I said, tonight I'm sending out the 7 sacred prayers tonight. So whatever email you registered for the event with, the 7 sacred prayers will come to that email tonight if you're buying your ticket tonight. All right, family. With that being said, this is Brother Rich, aka Black Magic. We can do magic. Let's get out of here with the song. Let's get out of here with the song. All right. In honor of the video shoot Saturday, Stone Mountain, everything, the mystic affair that's happening this weekend in the ATL, family, know in your heart that we could do magic.
Started out with nothing, now I got a whole lot of something. Breaking through the roof. When they walk up, when they press the button. When I do a money ritual, all of a sudden money started coming. Then I cut the Holy Ghost. I still be rhyming even when I'm mumbling. You repeat my name 3 times while you staring in the mirror. Bottle will appear like poof. I came from out of thin air. To me the gun is like a magic wand. I make a problem disappear. So when that nigga tape out his mouth, just to turn up to veneer. I can do magic, I can do magic. 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 When I open up my mouth, I can move masses.